It's good to be here in Marietta, and it's wonderful to be at GSK for this exciting announcement. And Matteo, thank you for your words, and thank you for acknowledging really the two most important groups of folks here. A, the people that work here, and B, the folks that you provide these life-saving vaccines and medications for. We are grateful that GSK is here in Pennsylvania, and we're really in awe of the extraordinary work that you and the folks that you get the privilege to work with every day do. I want you to know that this is a big day for life sciences in Pennsylvania, and I'm excited to be here for this extraordinary announcement and to be able to be here in Marietta with Maya and the entire GSK team is really special for me, for Secretary Siger, the Secretary of the Department of Community and Economic Development, along with our Secretary of Health, Deb Bogan, and our Secretary of Policy, Secretary Akbar Hussain, who joins us here today. We are incredibly grateful for this opportunity to be with all of you. I also want to say that I am very, very aware that governing is a team sport. And to get anything across the finish line, you got to work in a bipartisan manner, and you've got to work with elected leaders oftentimes at every level. And so you're blessed here in Marietta to have a strong crop of local and county elected officials. And I'm privileged to be able to work with a group of lawmakers, including Senator Almond and Representative Jones, who join us here today and who represent this community in the state legislature. So guys, thank you for being here with us today. I'm proud that we've made it to this moment. I think Secretary Siger had about 1,000 phone calls that led to this. And it's important because GSK has always been a key partner for all of us here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I mean, think about it for a moment. Maya knows this, of course. Philadelphia is the home of GSK's U.S. headquarters. They employ 4,600 people here in Pennsylvania. So that's 4,600 of our fellow Pennsylvanians who put food on the table, who get their kids to school and enjoy their lessons, take a vacation, go hunting, fishing, whatever it is that they do, all because of the paycheck and the purpose that they get here from their work here at GSK. And it's also important to note that here in Marietta, this is the oldest continuously operating GSK site in the entire United States of America. So we've got a long history here, and we're really proud of that heritage here in our Commonwealth. And listen, I don't think you can overstate the impact that, Matteo, you and your employees have here in Marietta for the health and wellness of not just the good people of Pennsylvania, but folks all across this great country. Matteo referenced this in his comments. I think it bears repeating. 1 out of every 4 Americans receive a vaccine that is produced right here in Marietta. Think about that for a minute. In a nation of about 320 million people, 1 out of every 4 can track something positive about their health back here to the work that is going on in Marietta. So that means whether you get your flu shot, which by the way I just got about 10 days ago, or your kid maybe gets their booster before school, there is a good chance that it came from right here in Lancaster County. And listen, that is an enormous impact on the health and welfare of our fellow Americans. And today we are here because we are expanding that impact so we can have more of a positive impact on the good people of this nation. I am pleased to be here today to announce that my administration is investing $21 million to help GSK double the size and capacity of this site right here in Lancaster County. Those resources are going to leverage the $800 million that GSK is putting into this project, investing in themselves, and then also to help create 215 new jobs right here at this site, a nearly 50% increase in the total workforce here in Marietta. That is a huge deal, and we are incredibly excited to be a part of it. And understand, I want to put this into some context for my fellow Pennsylvanians. This is one of the largest life sciences deals in Pennsylvania history. And hear me on this, it is the largest Commonwealth-supported economic development project ever in Lancaster County. That is a really big deal. And I see all the good folks from Lancaster County are nodding in affirmation. With this investment, GSK is going to launch significant expansion, obviously here at the Marietta facility, to add new state-of-the-art facilities dedicated to producing more of the vaccines and medicines to keep people healthy here in Pennsylvania and across the country. And they're going to add more high-paying jobs right here in Lancaster County. And let me tell you, Lancaster County is on fire, whether it is in our life sciences, whether it's down the road at Rock Lidditz, where I was just a few moments ago. So much good is happening here in this great county. I want to say to you, Maya, thank you for believing in us. Thank you for betting on Pennsylvania. When you are a massive global company like GSK, you can kind of go anywhere. And you certainly have the expertise and the ability to go anywhere. But the fact that you're doubling down on Lancaster County, that means a lot to us. And we are proud to partner with you. And again, want to thank our local elected officials for making this possible, our PennDOT officials for making this possible. Everybody had to be rowing in the same direction to make this happen. I want more companies across Pennsylvania, across this country, to know that Pennsylvania is open for business. And I want to just take a moment on that. And I know Senator Almond, who's been doing this for a while, understands that for a long time, and I don't put words in your mouth, but I think you'd agree. Well, we'll see if he agrees. Find out here in a second. For a long time, Pennsylvania has been trailing other states when it comes to economic development. We really, many cases, we haven't even been on the field when it comes to competing. That has changed over the last year and a half. It's changed in part because our administration has made a real commitment to a focused economic development plan. For the first time in 20 years, we have an economic development strategy in Pennsylvania focusing on 5 key areas of growth and opportunity, and one of those is life sciences. And so this project fits really well into that. In addition to that, we now have more tools thanks to a bipartisan group of lawmakers who have come together to make sure that we have the resources to be able to commit to these projects. So we are focused now on the key areas, and we have the tools we need to be able to succeed in these areas. And Pennsylvania, I think you're beginning to see, is becoming a hub for this large and growing life sciences industry and a whole lot more economic development activity. And hear me on this, when life sciences grows and thrives, that has a positive impact all across Pennsylvania, from the manufacturing businesses here in our Commonwealth that supply the vials and some of the equipment that a company like GSK uses, to the energy producers who are producing the electricity we need to keep our vaccines cold and keep our equipment running, to, hear me on this, to our farmers who are producing the eggs that are oftentimes needed for vaccines. Not here at GSK, but another life sciences company, get this, is the largest purchaser of eggs in the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So we've got a great ag industry. Our poultry farmers are second to none in the country, and their number one purchaser of their eggs is a vaccine company. Think about how it all fits together, and we think life sciences is at the core of all of that, and that's why we're making these investments. That's why we are focused and determined on building on the success here at GSK, on building on the success that we're going to continue to see here at Marietta. So it's an exciting time for the Commonwealth. We are open for business. It's an exciting time for GSK as they expand their business. It's an exciting time for Marietta and Lancaster County as they're seeing more business here in this great county. And so now it's my pleasure to bring up to the microphone, I want to bring up Maya, the president here of GSK. We've gotten the chance to get to know each other a bit. She is bullish on Pennsylvania and is investing here, and it means a lot to us that she cares deeply about this community. Maya Martinez Davis, the floor is yours. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, what an introduction. So, first of all, it's great to be here. What an amazing day. And I want to recognize all the local officials, Governor Shapiro, Secretary Seiger. It is, when you put one of these agreements together, there is so much work and so much collaboration behind it. And it really is till those signatures are done that you can really announce it and share it, which is what we've done with our employees today. I also want to thank all of you that are, from the press, from the different groups that have helped us prepare for this event today. There was a lot of moving parts, so appreciate the flexibility. and also to obviously all the people in the site of Marietta and the leadership team that is all here today. So we just completed our tour site, and that's where you actually see all of this come together, right? We talk about the vaccines that we make, the millions of Americans that we reach, and it's really when you go through that process that it all comes together, and it's something that we're so proud of, right? That we are serving vaccines to people in need across the community, and that we're helping improve the health of millions of Americans. So this multi-million-dollar investment that we're doing here is really around the state of the art of our facility. We want to elevate that state of the art, and this is, for GSK, the largest investment in manufacturing we've ever done in the United States. And that's something that I'm really proud of. Investing in prevention is what we know is the best investment that we can make. We know the impact and the importance of prevention. And when we unite science and technology with the amazing communities that we're in and the workforce that we have here, we can actually change the course of disease together. The construction of the new facilities, it starts, I just got the question, when does it start? It starts immediately. We're starting, I think, next week. And the goal is to have the site.
Digger and everything.
I know, you
Yeah.
can see in the background, it's intentionally here. No, and our goal is to have this operational by 2028. And this is great for the people in Marietta and also for the people in Pennsylvania. Governor Shapiro, you said Pennsylvania is an important state for GSK. As he said, we have 4,600 employees. Our headquarters are in Philadelphia. We have 2 manufacturing sites, so we have Marietta and Upper Merion. And also we've invested over $1.3 billion since 2017 in improving our innovation capabilities around manufacturing in the state. I hope that you see this investment as an expansion and as a continuation of a long-standing relationship. We will do others in the future, but today we're celebrating this one, which is Marietta. And again, a big thank you to everyone that helped us make this happen. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Secretary Zeiger.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maya. Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody. This is a great day. And there's not a lot that hasn't been said, but I think I'm going to say a few things anyway. It's great to be back here in Lancaster County, this time with Governor Shapiro, for really what's one of the most exciting pieces of news I've had the opportunity to be a part of in this last year and a half in this administration. So thank you, Governor, for the opportunity. There's a couple people that we haven't recognized that I just want to share. 2 are Ezra Rothman and John B. Miller with Lancaster County EDC, the local economic development folks. Absolutely. Okay. Woo. I can't clap, otherwise I'm going to lose my speech here. These are guys that day in, day out are terrific partners to us at the state. Thank you guys, a huge part of getting this done. Of course, folks reference Senator and Representative. Thank you, gentlemen, for your constant and very hands-on support of this project. But I especially want to sort of acknowledge Lancaster County Commissioners, the East Donegal Township Supervisors, the school district. I know the superintendent is here today. These folks have been really open partners with us to get this done. So economic development is a team sport. We appreciate it very much. And to that end, I'm also joined by a few of my colleagues, Aaron Pitts, our Chief Commercial Officer, Michael O'Rourke, Ian Miller. If I took 1,000 calls on this, I think Ian took 2,000. So thank you guys. And most of all, and maybe most importantly, thanks to the GSK team. Thanks for believing in Pennsylvania, selecting us for this major investment. You know, as has been said, major expansions like this take countless hours of research, of work, and meetings. In this case, a quick trip to London where I met with the GSK team, including Ashish, who's here. Because when businesses invest this amount of capital, make these kinds of decisions, like, it's a big deal. They want to make sure they're doing it right. And we're really proud that, in this case, GSK selected Marietta, Lancaster County. It's been said, but this is, as I understand, the largest single manufacturing investment GSK has ever made in the United States. It's huge, and of course, GSK continues to grow their presence here in Pennsylvania. And as the governor said, life science sector is really one of the Commonwealth's greatest strengths. It's why we're doubling down on focus in that area, where life-saving technologies of today and tomorrow, whether vaccines, medical devices, new technologies like cell and gene therapy, are being pioneered right here in Pennsylvania. We believe we have the talent, we have the innovation infrastructure, we have the business environment that allows life science companies, from the smallest entrepreneurs to global leaders like GSK to grow and thrive here. I really firmly believe that this investment in manufacturing and R&D solidifies our global reputation as a life science leader, sends a strong message to other companies, other folks looking to grow companies, that Pennsylvania is open for business. Our partners are ready to support GSK for your next investment, of course. But life science companies all across Pennsylvania as they grow and create more opportunities for our people. Because in Pennsylvania, we get it done. We're proud to invest in this expansion, and I'm really pleased to have spent some time with you here today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Secretary.
And now we'll bring the governor back up. Gov, please.
Thanks, Secretary.
Yep, thanks. Yep.
Thank you. We'll be happy to take a few questions from the media on this project if you'd like. Yep.
Secretary, actually, can you talk a little bit more about the specifics of the partnership with the local government, the school district? Because I think that really matters to our viewers.
Sure, happy to. Well, look, if you're in Pennsylvania, you're always doing a project in at least 3 places. You're in Pennsylvania, you're in a county, and you're in a municipality. And in this case, while the governor talked about a significant investment in grants to help support this project, the 3 local taxing bodies also played a role in incentivizing this project in a really important way. It's a project that builds on a long-standing employer here. And I don't want to speak for you folks, but I think really broad support at all levels of government here. So really proud to have worked with local partners at the township in East Donegal, at the school district, and at the county.
Anything else?
Question from Maya, if you don't mind. Can you talk a little bit, and talk to the microphone if you will, please, talk a little bit about the kinds of jobs, the kinds of people that you hope to attract to Marietta to work here?
I would give that to Matteo, who's the hiring manager.
So, to give you an idea, Marietta last year already recruited 100 FTEs in the last year. Now, in the future, what we are going to do for these 200 additional jobs, there are more engineers, there are more QC analysts, there are technicians. Right, we will have to recruit some manager, some leader. So it's quite spread across different site functions, because this investment is so important. So it will transform the site in so important way that we recruit in different areas. It's not only one.
Good? We get everybody? Okay. Thank you all very much.